Hi, my name is Doug. Welcome to my YouTube channel and the first video that I've made in YouTube. It'll probably be pretty rough, but I'm going to try and start making videos fairly regularly. This channel will be focused predominantly on metalworking. I am not a metalworker actually by profession. I am an engineer, a type called a mineral processing engineer, which is where the name of my channel comes from, MinProcEng1. I have many years of experience in mineral processing. I also have actually more years of experience, but very few hours in metalworking. I have a tiny bit of formal training. I took a metal shop class in high school and then a welding class. But that was many, many years ago. I don't know exactly how this is going to work. I'm going to try to film videos of me doing projects, maybe asking for help with various aspects of my projects, how to figure out how to do it. And I'm hoping that you guys out there can learn from me and my efforts. Figure out, you can see my machinery, which will be different than anybody else's, my fixturing, my tools and stuff that'll be different, and how I figure out how to do stuff or get advised how to do stuff. And hopefully you'll learn from my mistakes. I'm new at video, and that's why this will be pretty rough, and it'll be rough for a while as I feel my way through learning how to do video. My shop is, like most shops, probably somewhat in flux. More so than it's been for a while, but I have some machinery that's too big to bring down here in the basement where I'm shooting this video and where you'll see some of the machines that I'll show you in a quick tour. So I'm doing some stuff in the garage, and right now today's the warmest day we've had for a few, and the garage is finally, I may be able to go out there and work a little bit this afternoon. But it is not great out there at this point. I have a collection of machines, thinking on it, of the major machines that I have, only one I bought new. That's the little Sherline Mill that you'll see a little later, which I'm also converting to CNC. I think I mentioned that again. So I'll give you the short tour, which is a set of videos, some of which, in fact all of which I've already shot. And I'll try to assemble all that into a reasonable video, a reasonable length video, and then probably come back and wrap it up at the end. Thanks for watching. Give me likes if you like things. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. I'll try not to take it personally. And please leave constructive criticism. I'm not sure about all the responding to comments and stuff yet. Like I said, I'm new at this video stuff. Thanks a lot. Talk to you a little bit later. So here we have my Sherline Mill, which is I've been cleaning up around because I've ordered a conversion kit to convert this to a CNC mill. I do have the bigger mill and don't need this to be my primary mill, which it's been for many years. And we'll see. I'll probably try to film some of the CNC build-up, but other people have done CNC videos, so conversion videos, and so I'm not sure I need to. Mill number 2 on our tour is Sheldon Vernon horizontal mill. Being Sheldon Vernon means it's probably only 60 years old instead of 70. But I acquired this mill a number of years ago, hadn't used it much until very recently, and discovered that, boy, when you have sharp tools, it becomes a really usable mill. Don't know if I should really show this yet because it's not in service, but sitting next to my Sheldon Mill is my Crown International surface grinder. I acquired it from the same person at the same time as the Sheldon Mill. That's kind of why they sit together. Need to relocate this and level it up and get it in service. As far as I know, it works. Probably needs to be gone through, and I'll be begging for help, I'm sure, trying to get this thing working and giving good results. This is more of a project than an actual working machine, although I've tried to use it in the past. This is my 7-inch Atlas shaper. We've seen other people with these. One of the interesting things about this one to me was not long ago I was looking for the number plate to see if I could find a serial number to find out how old it is, and the number plate is completely missing. It's been removed from this machine before I bought it. Major problem I have right now is that the power cord here crackles if you bend it. So the machine will be rewired. It also has an issue with the support, the mechanism of the support foot. We'll try to get that. That's a project for when we have all the other equipment working. Howdy. Start out with, this is my Encode mill that I purchased many years ago. 7 almost. And has been waiting to be in service because I bought this particular mill because it was smaller and lighter so that it could go down into my basement. But at 1,600 pounds and a massive base casting that's one piece, moving into the basement proved intimidating, so I've been waiting to work up the final decision to turn my garage into a secondary shop, so to speak. My basement is my primary shop, and I'm going to install this lathe over in a corner of the garage, this mill, and the lathe is behind it. After I obtained a lathe from a friend that was 500 pounds, and we went through a lot to get it out of his basement, and putting it in my basement became a non-starter with my crew, so we decided to use this mill. This is a smaller mill than a typical Bridgeport. As you can see, I'm only 5'10", so the fact that the head is near my head, fairly low, is an indicator that it is a little bit smaller, which would have worked better in my basement had it been more accessible. Right now, my project is to install DROs. I bought a DRO system shortly after I bought the mill, so this probably DRO's been sitting around for the better part of 6.5 years or so. And I do have other accessories for the mill, which I won't show at this time. Talking to the camera, probably not doing a really good job here. But it is a fairly conventional, it's small. It's an 8x36 table. It's got about 2 feet of travel, 600 and some millimeters. And it's table travel this way, about 9 or 10 inches this way, and I think about 12, 13 inches vertical. It's got a 1.5-horse drive motor. This motor is a single-phase motor. I've already obtained a 3-phase motor to use with a VFD. I could go into a lot on that, why I'm doing that, but I won't at this time. I just discovered where the number plate is so I can give you an age. This model, I'm sure there's hundreds or thousands of these in shops around the country because, I mean, it's an Encode. It's pretty sure it's Taiwan made, and it's not a current model, but it's not that terribly old. Does have the full functions of RAM, motion forward and back, rotation, and head rotation this way. The head does not nod, unlike a Bridgeport, but I don't think that's a terribly important loss of motion. I am going to try to, this is the start of filming the installation of the DROs. You can see here, this is the X-axis DRO that mounts to the back of the table. And then the Y-axis will mount down here. And the Z-axis, for various reasons, I have a full Z-axis on the knee, and it will mount back here, and that's probably going to be my biggest difficulty because the column is tapered. Doing a Z-axis up here is in the plans, but this is not, this system, Quill, does not work like a Bridgeport, so a Bridgeport style Quill adapter is not possible. It's going to take some modifications to the machine, which I may do in an upcoming video. Other than that, it's a pretty conventional machine. It's in pretty good condition, a lot of surface rust because I've left it out here for 7 years, and this garage is unheated. Let's see how that looks. Well, I'm back after that rather interesting journey through space and time. I say time because the video on the Encode, the portion of the video on the Encode mill up in my garage was not shot in January in Colorado. Although it was quite warm today, probably only 20 degrees to 30 degrees cooler than it was the day I shot that video back in August. Last week it would have been about 80 degrees cooler out there with the garage door open, which that was. Although the garage rarely gets below freezing. For those in metric countries or Celsius countries, last week we had a temperature of about minus 15, around 5 to 10 F, and back in August we were probably around 30 to 35 C, 86 to 95 F. I don't remember what it was that day. So that's probably more information than anybody wanted to hear. And I want to start off this, continue this segment by saying thank you to the YouTube metalworkers out there that I've been watching for several months, a little over a year. Started off with Keith Venner, moved through, not through, but started watching some others, Keith, the other Keith, which I'm going to forget right now, and Stan Zinkoski, Ox Tools, A-Bomb. All you guys are great fun, and it's got me inspired to start doing this stuff and try to join the community. I don't do Facebook and continue to refuse to do Facebook. I guess I could probably be contacted through Google+. I'll have to explore that some more. I do automatically have a Google+ account. Hope that you like this view a little bit better. After starting the editing of this video, I've changed the means of how I'm shooting things, which hopefully I'm learning. And that brings me to why I'm actually starting to shoot videos. I blame part of this on Chuck Balmerito, Outside Screwball, who seems to encourage people to start filming. I don't know Chuck. I've never talked to Chuck. But Chuck, you're why I'm here. But I hope someday to be half as good a machinist and a quarter as good a videographer as Chuck Balmerito is. And I want to thank a couple of other people that I've done some things with. I do have one of these, which you have seen other people get. This is one of the Pierre Philippe and Robert's special hammers made this fall. Now, I didn't earn one of these the way many other YouTube creators did. Not having been a YouTube creator, I had to purchase this. But I do want to show, and I'll step around. I may edit out the stepping around, but I will show you and prove to you that yes, I have used this hammer. Don't know how that's going to show up. I colored it in with a marker to show that I've actually used it to take apart one of my cartridge reloading machines that's behind me at this point, just to prove that I have used it. Yes, Pierre, Philippe, and Robert, I have used it, and thank you. It's a great, great hammer. And for others looking for something to help support someone, I have bought some A-Bomb t-shirts. It's just too darn cold to be wearing A-Bomb t-shirts. And I can point at things with my Randy Richards scribe. I will be trying to support the rest of you guys as I can over the years, hopefully, that I'll be able to participate. I hope you enjoy this. I hope that you get some pleasure out of it. Hope you'll enjoy the series as I go on. I've got a lot of projects in mind. I've bought some Hemingway kits myself. Got Hemingway kits, got a couple other kits, got projects to work on the various machines. And hopefully at some point I'll start actually making stuff that isn't direct, just supporting my machines. But that's it for this video. I hope I get a couple of viewers. I hope I get a couple of likes. We'll see you again, hopefully fairly soon. Thanks.